They claim they want transparency, but the only thing transparent is their agenda. While illegal immigrants are flooding across the border, Democrat leaders aren't just defending them. They are now targeting the very people trying to stop it. ICE agents are being doxxed, they are being threatened and demonized. And instead of protecting them, the same politicians calling for justice are calling for their identities to be revealed, even if it gets them or their families hurt. Let's walk through what they're now telling you.
Every single ICE agent who's engaged in this aggressive overreach and are trying to hide their identities from the American people will be unsuccessful in doing that. This is America. This is not the Soviet Union. We're not behind the Iron Curtain. This is not the 1930s. And every single one of them, no matter what it takes, no matter how long it takes, will, of course, be identified. That, in fact, is the law. And we're going to make sure that the American people have the transparency necessary to hold people accountable when they're folks who cross the line here in America. That's what's going to happen.
That a threat?
And as I mentioned earlier, and I spoke to Congressman Nadler about this, our first priorities are always going to be making sure the person who was on the front line is in the best possible place to move forward. That's the case with LaMonica MacGyver, and it is also the case with Congressman Nadler's brave, young, patriotic staffer. And we've got to address those issues first. That's the human thing to do. While simultaneously, of course, preparing to deal with the broader policy implications, which, as I mentioned, are underway. Thanks. Go back to this side.
Oh, man, really? Really? You want me to believe the same people who pushed anonymous whistleblowers now want ICE agents unmasked? That's apparently what's going on. Jeffrey says they will be identified. But what he's really doing is putting a target on their backs and pretending it's all about freedom. He's trying to put it under that umbrella. This isn't about transparency. It's about punishment. It's about fear. Ask yourself, if ICE agents are following federal law, why are Democrats treating them like criminals? And if you think the rhetoric is harmless, if you think this rhetoric is harmless, here's what it leads to in the real world. Check this out. My bad, went to the wrong clip. Let's go.
Like, come on, man. That's a damn shame what y'all doing. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool, but it's a damn shame. Yo, my man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry Trump's an asshole. I'm sorry they voted for this fucking asshole. You know what? When people start fighting back, then what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna shoot every American? When we start fighting back, what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna shoot Americans then? Because that's what we gonna start doing. We're gonna start fighting back. That's what we gonna start doing, fighting back. Goddamn shame, all y'all should put a bullet in y'all heads. Doing Trump's work, every single one of y'all put a bullet in your head. Yeah, I said it. What? I said it. What? I'm a United States citizen. I said it. All y'all put a bullet in your head. Y'all fucking losers. All of y'all fucking losers. Put a bullet in your fucking head. Man, fuck, don't touch me, pussy. Touch me again. Touch me again. Come on, touch me again. Touch me again. I'm walking to my car. Touch me again. Touch me again. Touch me, I swear to God, touch me one more. Touch me one more time. Touch me one more time. Touch me one more fucking time, pussy. Touch me one more time, pussy. Touch me one more time. That's what I thought. Pussy. 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 Heard what I said, pussy. Pussies.
Unnecessary, man. Y'all heard what he said. Y'all heard exactly what he said. This man didn't just get emotional. He made direct death threats against federal officers for doing their jobs. You know what this is? Radicalized, inspired, activated. Not by Trump, though, but by politicians and legacy media figures who tell you that law enforcement is the enemy. This is what happens when leaders push laws, and the cowards stay quiet. But not everyone is staying quiet. Some people are standing up and calling out the hypocrisy for what it is.
In an interview, Boston's Mayor Michelle Wu made reckless and inflammatory statements regarding enforcement efforts made by federal immigration authorities across the Commonwealth. Referring to federal agents as, quote, secret police is offensive. There are no secret police. ICE agents, along with other federal law enforcement partners, are making immigration arrests. That is no secret. They are arresting individuals who are here illegally, which is a violation of federal law. Every enforcement action is conducted within the bounds of the Constitution and our laws, with oversight, legal justification, and accountability. To claim otherwise is a gross misrepresentation and a disservice to the public. Federal agents in marked jackets and vests are masking their faces because people like Mayor Wu have created false narratives about their mission. Federal agents and their children are being threatened, doxxed, and assaulted. That is why they must hide their faces. Furthermore, suggesting that federal law enforcement officers are, quote, snatching people off the streets is also false. It's offensive to the men and women who risk their lives every day to uphold the rule of law. On the contrary, every arrest or detention is pursuant to and sanctioned by federal law. The U.S. Attorney's Office stands in support of our federal law enforcement partners, whose mission it is to protect the residents of Massachusetts, regardless of the noise being generated by politicians who either do not understand federal law or simply believe our nation's immigration laws should not be enforced. We will not apologize for doing our job.
When U.S. Attorney Leah Foley spoke out, she did what Jeffries, or like I like to say, off-brand Obama, dollar store, Dollar General Obama, Dollar Tree Obama. She defended the people keeping the country safe instead of scapegoating ICE agents to score political points. She told the truth. ICE agents aren't hiding from the people. They're hiding from the threats. They're protecting America and protecting their families, and they're being attacked for both. And if you still think the masks are unnecessary, listen to ICE. Listen to what the ICE director had to say directly. My fault, y'all. Over trying to get the clip ready on the screen at the same time. Speak. My bad. We professionals now.
I'm going to answer the mask question. So, no, not the mask. The mask. So, a lot of agencies were invited to come out 2 weeks ago in Los Angeles where we ran an operation where ICE officers were doxxed. So let's just say that again. People are out there taking photos of the names, their faces, and posting them online with death threats to their family and themselves. So I'm sorry if people are offended by them wearing masks, but I'm not going to let my officers and agents go out there and put their lives on the line and their family on the line because people don't like what immigration enforcement is. They are wearing those masks because we ran an operation with the Secret Service where we arrested someone that was going online, taking their photos, posting their families, their kids' Instagram, their kids' Facebooks, and targeting them. So let me ask, is that the issue here, that we're just upset about the masks? Or is anyone upset with the fact that ICE officers' families were labeled terrorist?
Exactly. This is what ICE is up against. See, they want you to think this is policy, but this is about targeted harassment, personal intimidation, and basically digital warfare. And while politicians are yelling, unmask ICE, unmask ICE, they're literally ignoring the ones who already put themselves on the line to protect this country. They call for ICE to be exposed, if you will, but cover for criminals who cross the line every single day. So let me ask you this. Who's really protecting America? And who's using lies and fear to tear it down? Because ICE agents didn't ask to be heroes, but when our leaders attack them, they stand alone. And in 2025, we don't have the luxury of staying silent anymore. Let them do their jobs. Protect the law. Protect their families. And stop pretending like the enemy is wearing a badge. Y'all be safe, please. Go check on somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace.